Hello, YouTube. I'm Cygax, and you're here to find out 7 things you shouldn't overlook when starting out in Lost Ark. Before I get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. That would really help me out, and really helps that YouTube algorithm out. Appreciate it. So the first things first is, when you hit level 26, you're like, oh man, I really want to go PvP. So you come over here, getting ready to go queue. You click Coliseum. You already built out your build through the fighters thing. You made sure to put in your skill points and everything, and then you go and you do a few matches, and you're like, I have this V ability. Why can't I use it? Well, the answer is quick, and quite simple. Required amount of Chaos Shards 1. I don't have any Chaos Shards though, Saiga. Where do I get Chaos Shards? Well, that's easy. So if you look at Lutheran Castle right here, on the northern side, I'm going to assume this is north, right? On the northern side of the map, over here by this mysterious Star Exchange, there's a general goods vendor just to the left. General goods merchant. So you just come over here, and you buy these. Just buy them. To buy more at once, you can shift right click, and you can type in however many you want to buy. Earlier, I bought 300. I've been doing a lot of PvP, so I'm down to 240. But you use about one every time you use one every time you use your ult, which is one per game. Some games you might not use your ultimate, but very important, something that you definitely don't want to forget when you're doing PvP start NA release. Next thing is number 2. It's going to be the housing system. But Saiga, I don't want to do the housing system. I just want to do my end game bosses, my end game PvE content. I want to get to the end game raids. Why do I need to do the housing? Well, so for one thing, when you go to your housing, there are a lot of different things you can do at it. And right now, it's not going to hurt you. If you're planning on playing this game for 1 month, who knows, maybe even 2 months. It might not even bother you. You might not even get to that point where it's needed. However, once that stage 3 raid comes along, where you're doing those tier 3 raids, that's where it's going to start to show. The materials from the excavations and stuff that you get from unlocking different parts of your island are required to level up. So you're going to either have to A, buy them off of someone who did work up their island, or B, just not go without and not be able to do tier 3 raids. So if you click here, right, there are different areas where you can level up, right? This is the laboratory, right? So this allows you to level up different areas like the workshop and whatnot. Now, clicking here, the crafting station, which is actually the workshop. And this brings me into the next section, recovery potions, right? So if you look in your inventory, chances are you have some of these bad boys right here. Recovery potions. Restores health. Size 30% of maximum volume. 30% HP potion. These are very, very valuable. Try not to use them at the start. You will regret it later. You need to save these for when you're hitting up the endgame raids, and you need that little bit of boost in the endgame raid because you stood in a mechanic, stood in the giant red circle, were AFK for the first half of the fight, whatever. Now, I don't know if you can buy these off the auction house, but you can craft them. So, if you hit Control 1 brings up this menu. While you're at your estate, which you unlocked, and, you may not have leveled it yet, but you can click here, click the craft button, and then click craft new item. And then we're here under recovery potions. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm going to craft these, but wait, I don't have anything to craft them. Well, that brings me to my next point. Number 4, gathering. Make sure you gather. Now, you are limited to how many health potions you can craft by how much you gather. And your island's also limited by how much it can level up by how much you gather. See, this takes iron ore, this takes plain wood. And then this all goes back and it's, those tier 3 materials for the tier 3 raids. Now, one thing you should know about gathering is that it is like a labor system, kind of like Arcade or kind of like one of those other games where you only get so much energy and you can't just spam gathering. So you're going to need to be on top of this. Try to save as much energy as you can. Not only do you have work energy, but you also have mana energy. So just keep that in mind. You have all your gathering right here, your fishing, your relic search for excavation, all that stuff you're going to want to gather. The next thing is, well, I would say join a guild, right? But not everyone's social. So just make one. Guilds are very cheap to make, and you can just be in it with yourself, with your alts. You can have your alts apply to the guild, and then you can join, and you can just have a guild of you plus your alts. So once you join a guild, there are a few things that you're going to want to do while you're in the guild. Is make sure that you're donating your money right here. This will give you these crystals. This gives you contribution to unlock different things for your guild. It's very, very important. I've heard mixed things about if you should be donating gold or not to the guild. I'll leave that up to you personally. Again, I'm playing on Russia. I didn't play very hard, so I only have 29. So obviously, I can't donate gold. The other thing you want to do is under instructions, you have guild quests. If you're doing it solo, you have to accept new quests and stuff like that, and you have to reset them and all that. But if you join a guild, someone will do that for you, and I'm sure they're better at picking guild quests than I am. But that's the idea. You want to just complete this, get this currency for yourself and for your guild. Very important. Lets you recruit more people. The more you contribute to your guild, the more daily rewards you get. So you'll get crystals. You'll get, I think it's just crystals that you get. You might get something else. I'm not exactly sure. But guilds are very important. On to my next point, cross-server play. So now they did announce that NA is going to have cross-server play. And what that means for you is, well, it doesn't really mean a lot. It's not like you can add your friends to your cross-server, because apparently that's not a thing. But if you're similar to how Final Fantasy's grouping system works, you can create lobbies, and you can have players from other server join them, and then you guys can queue up together. I don't really know how all this works. I haven't yet to get anyone to join my party, and all my friends are actually on this server. So, but there's how you create it. I'm assuming you join one similarly by going through the left list. There aren't any up right now, which is kind of concerning. I mean, this might just be a forgotten system or an unused system, right? Oh, there's some right here, but obviously I can't join those, so. Last but not least, the importance of alts. So, alts can all join either your guild, the guild you're in, the guild your friends are in. You can join, all different ways to put your alts in different guilds, or just use them. So now you get more dailies, you get more gold, you get more everything. Now, I personally have 2 alts that I've been playing. If I hit escape and I go to quickly switch characters, you can see that I was leveling up my warlord, and I'm leveling up my sorceress, right? And then my main is a war dancer. But the idea behind these, for just for Russia was so that way I could learn the different classes and how to play against them. Even if you're a PvP player, I'd suggest you still have multiple classes. You can do multiple builds. For your PvE players, this is going to let you get that extra little boost on everything, and you're going to get ahead more quickly that way. And then one final tip. I know I said 7, but this is actually 8. It's kind of cheesy, but guys, play what you want. All classes are viable end game. I know Reddit says no DPS paladins, but I'm sure like if you have a group of friends, they're not going to really care, right? Like maybe don't DPS paladin and pugs, please, please, please. But other than that, play what you want, guys. Like just make sure you're playing your role, play your class's strengths, not their weaknesses. And that's about it. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.